Did you know there are over 1,400 species of bats worldwide? They make up 20% of all mammal species on the planet, and yet despite their popularity as an animal, we still don't know that much about them. So let's take a minute to learn some bat facts. Hi, I'm here with National Geographic Kids. First up, bats are the only mammals that can truly fly. Sure, flying squirrels and sugar gliders can glide through the air, but bats are the only ones that can actually fly with their wings. Their wings are made of skin that stretches between their body and their arms and legs. And although they look kind of like hands, those aren't actually fingers, those are just the bones in their wings, so it's not quite the same thing. Most bats are nocturnal, which means they're most active at night. That's when they go out to hunt for insects to eat. Some bats use echolocation to find their prey. You may have heard this called bat sonar before. Basically, they send out high-pitched sounds and then listen for the echoes to see where their food is. Since they can't see very well in the dark, this is a useful adaptation for finding yummy bugs to eat. Speaking of eating, bats are the only animals in the world that drink blood. Yes, that includes vampires. Well, at least 10 species of bats are hematophagous, which means they need blood to survive. These bats typically go after large mammals like cattle, horses, and even elephants. And no, your dog or cat can't get vampiric tendencies. If they could, we would have seen a lot more than 2 cases of vampire bats in the wild. Now let's talk about size. The smallest bat species is the bumblebee bat. It's about the size of a bumblebee, hence the name, and weighs less than a dime. On the other end of the spectrum, the largest bat species is the flying fox. Flying foxes can have a wingspan of over 6 feet and weigh over 3 pounds. That's heavier than a bowling ball. Although bats often get a bad rap for being creepy, they actually help us out in a big way. While they're eating insects, they also help pollinate plants. In fact, 3/4 of the world's plants depend on pollinators like bats to help them reproduce. So next time you see a bat, say thanks for helping out the plant world. Okay, so now it's time for some rapid-fire bat facts. A group of male bats is called a colony, baby bats are called pups, and a female bat can have up to 6 pups per year. That's a lot of babies. Bats typically live for 20 to 30 years in the wild, but some species can live for up to 40 or 50 years. That's as long as some humans. And just like humans, bats have fingerprints. No 2 bats have the same fingerprints, except for identical twins. And that's all for now. See you next time.